What's up, everybody, and welcome back to my hardcore series. Whoa, just heard a Enderman teleport from somewhere. Is he up here? Yeah, he is. Hey there, buddy. I knew I heard something else moving. I was gonna say, I heard like two sets of... Where you going, buddy? Guess I knocked the sense out of him. We got 4 ender pearls out of that Enderman, which makes me think that perhaps it's about that time where we maybe use some of this stuff to I should probably put some of this other stuff back. I was outside kind of not decorating, but fixing up the land a bit because I was tired of the way it looked, and I think I'm gonna start putting my wood in this chest. Because I need a separate chest for all this wood, because it's mixed with all my plants and stuff here, and I would like my wood products to be in in a chest of its own. That stuff can all stay in there. It says it's technically plants, but yeah, we should start looking for a stronghold, or start preparing for possibly fighting the Ender Dragon, but I guess both of those go hand in hand, don't they? I wasn't really thinking that through. So, anyways, we have to get some blaze powder and put those together, and I think well, I guess we need... How many is it? I don't know. We'll just take both of these with us, and we can do it on the fly. We don't need one of those. I'm going to pick up potatoes and switch over to those finally, because I feel like we have a good amount of them now. Oh, real quick, let's cook this fish for that achievement. And where is it? Achievements and fishy. I don't know. Oh, it's right here, right in the middle. What else are we missing? Sniper duel. Oh, that's right. Let's make a bow real quick. I got 40 levels on me. I should probably make use of that. And so here we go. No, it's like this, right? And yeah, the wood part is curved. So we got 40, which means we can spare 7 to name it. We'll call it the bow of not disappointment. That's a good name, right? It's a little long, but it's fine. So, bow of not disappointment. Let's power 3 on breaking 3. That's not terrible. I was kind of hoping for infinite, but nevertheless, that is still okay with me. We'll take a couple of arrows that we have and get this. For the achievement, we'll put that back, and just a quick look over. That's all done. Locate the end. Adventure time. I don't know what that is. But if it's to create diamond gear, then I think we'll be okay. Because I have plenty of diamonds now. In fact, I've been just stocking up on them. There you guys go. Almost 2 stacks. And a lot of iron, and actually getting up there on gold too. I'm quite pleased with the amount of gold that we've been getting, and so much coal that I had to start putting them into blocks. Same thing with redstone and lapis. So anyways, yeah, our armor should be okay. This has Unbreaking 3 on it, so I think it should last as long as I'm not taking massive hits. Protection 3. Yeah, we should be okay for the journey. So let's in fact, why don't we go... I guess I don't really have a high point over here, so let's just shoot it out, and it looks like we're going that way. And we'll keep an eye on this. So we have 8 of these. So let's go this direction a bit before we shoot off another one. Because it does go straight, right? It doesn't just like take you that way and then like a little bit that way and then the other way, right? Like, it's gonna keep going straight. Oh. There we go. So let's we'll do it up here on this little hill here. But the response from the last episode seemed to be pretty good. I'm sorry that I didn't put out an episode last week. I was I got swamped again with a bunch of extra stuff, and I couldn't think of what to do. Like, I've been kind of debating on making a mob spawner, but like a dark room one, you know. Oh man, don't tell me we actually have to go over this mountain. Nice, we're getting really lucky with this. So I say we just journey up to the top of that and see what happens. Because if it takes us up there, then... Okay, I gotta avoid doing stuff like that. Then it's always easier to come down. So if we did overshoot it, getting back down will be easy. We got a bucket of water. We could just use that. But I am gonna go to the top of that. I didn't bring any blocks with me. That's kind of a rookie mistake. And now I feel bad about it. But anyways, yeah, the last episode got pretty good, not reviews. It was received well. Like, you guys seem to enjoy it and everything like that, or as I was talking about my experience over at NVIDIA. And truth be told, I do miss going there a bunch. It kind of gave me something different to do than my typical day-to-day. Which is cool, and, you know, it's not every day that you get invited to go to NVIDIA's headquarters, you know, and work on something as awesome as that PC. And that's a piece of sand on top of cactus over there. Huh. Okay. Fair enough. Whoop. There we go. We want to get up there. Let's just make sure that we're still going in the right direction here. Got it. Very nice. And now we have to get up this mountain. It shouldn't be terribly hard, but again, I didn't bring any blocks, and that was, like I've mentioned, a rookie mistake. But about my streaming PC that I was talking about, I actually have some very awesome news about that. We actually picked up a sponsor for it. On top of, you know, the things that NVIDIA has given me. But, I mean, that's, I don't know. You can't really count that as a sponsorship, can you? I mean, if they give you it in return for work or anything like that, you can't really call that a sponsorship. But even still, it's we picked up a sponsor because Lee brought up the fact, it's like, well, why don't we try to contact some companies and see if they'd be willing to sponsor the build, and then since it's going to be made for Twitch for you streaming and stuff like that, we could stream building it. So I thought that was actually a pretty good idea, because I know a lot of you guys have a lot of questions about computers and hardware and like the best route to go for, you know, the least amount of money or like the most bang for your buck, stuff like that, right? And you know, I had a bunch of questions like that as well, you know, when I was first kind of learning about PCs, and I didn't have the outlets that you all have right now with Twitch streaming and stuff like that. I learned all my stuff from either scouring forums and waiting hours and hours for a response, if there was ever going to be a response, or just doing it myself, you know, like breaking stuff and trial and error, all that stuff, all that good old school debugging and troubleshooting. So it looks like we're going this way. And I do have coordinates for my house, guys, so don't worry too much about that. I didn't bring a bed, though. Second mistake. So we need to collect some wood. I got my axe on me. And there we go. And find a couple of sheep, which one shouldn't be too hard. Sheep are pretty easy to find. So we are definitely going to have to go down here. Wait, are we? Did that just go underneath me? What happened? Where is that? Where did you go? You're not up there still, are you? I don't see it floating anywhere up there. So I assume it had to have fallen down this way. Right? It'd be cool to find one of these out in the open, you know. I've never found a... Oh no, oh, there it is. I have found one stronghold that was open. Okay. This is not good though, because we haven't found sheep or anything. We got chickens. Chickens are always nice. But yeah, anyways, we're going to be streaming the build of the streaming PC as much as we can, alongside of filming it for YouTube, a higher quality series that for those who can't make the streams, or you know, just prefer something more detailed and higher quality than a stream. But we're gonna be in his garage, so I don't know how well that's gonna work out. But we're waiting right now on the case, and I'm gonna get that powder coated before we start doing anything, because I don't want to wait on paint, and that should be the only thing that we're gonna wait on. I also need to acquire sleeving and stuff like that, so there's still like a good amount of prep work, and that's a lot of zombies down here. Oh, that's why. Is that 2 Endermen? Wow, you got a sword! Where'd you get that, buddy? Man, I'm really happy we've got this sword. It is going to be a lifesaver. It's already been a lifesaver. I don't know what I'm talking about. What's under me? A chicken. Alright. I was hoping to see if we can't find the entrance to this place, you know, right from the get-go. No? Okay. And there's a skeleton over there I'm trying to avoid. And that bat, his eyes actually scared me a little bit. Not gonna lie. Pew! 1, 2. Okay. Well, it doesn't look like we're gonna find the entrance of the stronghold just by looking for it, unless it's down here. But yeah, since the build is going to be streamed, guys, and I'll let you know like the day before that we start streaming or whatever, because usually like Lee and I will talk and be like, okay, I'll be over at your house tomorrow at like 10 a.m. or something like that. I should let you guys or give you plenty of time. There it is, right there. Awesome. Okay, and I guess, you know what? I'm just gonna dig through this wall here. Let's not do that, huh? How about we don't scare Dwight by dropping on top of him, okay? And so if you guys are following me on Twitter and Facebook and stuff like that, I'll be giving you guys plenty of notice to make it to these streams, so you can either watch like the process of how to do things, or you know, like how we go about discussing the build and like how to lay out stuff, and basically all the boring stuff that's sort of cut out in the middle of our videos or between our videos. But you know, we'll also be there to answer your guys' questions about computers and give you advice on modding, stuff like that. So it's going to be a good resource for people who want to get into this sort of thing with their own PC, or you know, just with other people's PC, or if you just want to see what it's like, you can come to the stream and ask us live. And if it's a good question, or if it's, you know, not something that you guys are trying to troll us with, then we definitely won't have any problem answering it. Okay, there we go. So that'll be good. And truth be told, since we did actually pull this sponsor, I'd really appreciate it if you guys would come, just for the sake of for me, because the more people there, and like the more active people, like, you know, being a part of all of this, the better it looks on my end, and the better chance that we have to, that's a silverfish, to get more sponsorships from them. You know, like, it helps everybody, and like, you know, this could be not game changing, just very beneficial, you know, because if you know, because that was one of the selling points for us, was like, okay, well, you're going to get a bunch of promotion and stuff from this because your name's going to be there, which is typical. That's just how these things work, you know, like, I don't have anything. This guy's just doing this. That's what the sponsorships are for. Sponsorships are there because the companies want their name to be shown, you know, and talked about to people. That's why Kingston is sponsoring Crip on Twitch. That's why what is it? Phoenix is sponsoring Bacon Donuts. That's why sponsorships are and can be things. It's just because they want people to see their products. And anyways, yeah, no, I'm super excited about all of this because I don't know, it's not something like a streaming PC is going to help me out in a lot of ways. Like, if you guys have been watching it at all, you know that I've been streaming Skyrim recently. However, or like a new character in Skyrim, a magic character, because I've never played a magic character before, and I thought that it would be good research for Skyrim Insider to actually play a character that I've never played before. But I can't play it currently on my PC because for some reason Skyrim, and it could be because of all my HD textures and like all the mods that I have, which I'm pretty sure it is, but it just goes to garbage. Like, I can't stream my version of Skyrim and play it at on the same computer, so having a second one is going to alleviate that problem. And we'll definitely be playing more of that once it's up and running. And the PC will be Twitch.tv themed. I don't know if I've mentioned that. I think I did. So it's going to be white and purple with, you know, black will probably be in there as well. But I want to try to keep it subtle. I don't want it too much purple because I'm not a fan of like overuse of colors and stuff. I like keeping things nice and clean. And there's the portal right there. That's freaking awesome. And but yeah, no, I'm crazy excited about it. And I think it's going to be a really cool build, and I think that you guys are actually going to really like it. And who knows, maybe this will help put my name out there, and you guys will start seeing like some of my modded PCs out in the wild, just like PC Junkie or any of the other super famous modders and stuff. I don't think I'm going to keep this Silverfish thing because you don't get anything from Silverfish, so you know, I don't like destroying spawners, but let's be you know, honest here, that we don't need that. So it looks like one of our eyes did go in there, so but yeah, very excited, and I would appreciate it if you guys came out to show your support, even if it's just to hang out there and enjoy just being part of the stream. And that's freaking awesome. I cannot believe that we found the end portal already. And I don't want to go in there because I always forget the mechanics of the end portal, but I believe you can't leave without the portal from winning, right? Like, you can't just jump off the edge. You jump off the edge, you die. And we're playing hardcore, so not gonna happen. Mossy. And okay. I don't know if there's any more things to talk about that, but the build should start probably within the next week or so. We're waiting on the parts to come from the sponsor. And like I said, I want to get it powder coated first, so that's going to add some time. Probably not too long. I guess it all depends on how swamped the powder coat guy is. But we're going to be tearing down the PC, which we'll record the process of that, and then we'll show you guys that on day one, the day one stream rather. So should I just dig straight up? Do you guys think? To get out of here? Spider somewhere. Hello, Bo. This is the library over there. Bread and apple. You know what? I don't need the apple. I don't actually need that iron sword either. I don't really need the pants either, but mine are kind of close to breaking, so I'm just going to keep them for the sake of keeping them. Oh, come on. Really? Oh, spiders are so annoying. Alright, but this is pretty cool. I'm totally going to jack these bookshelves. Not that I really need them, because I already have 2 level 30 enchants, but they'll be good for decorating and stuff, which, you know, I'm okay with. Also, I don't know if anybody watching has any contact with any of the twitch.tv admins. I've sent them an email, and I've been meaning to actually contact Wolf and and ask him if he knows anybody there, or any of the other streamers. Maybe Bacon knows someone too, or even Jevin. You know, just I have a bunch of people I could try to contact, but if any of you guys know any of them, tell them about the project and let them know and stuff. I tried to explain it to them, but I want a sticker, a twitch.tv sticker or 2, to be able to put on the side of the PC. So, you know, something decent size, not something like super small. I want it, you know, to be able to rep them decently. But yeah, I wanted to see if they had any stickers or anything like that, or if you guys know a place where you can get stickers done that won't cost me an arm and a leg. It's just something I've never personally looked into. But it should be a lot of fun. It should be a very cool project. Like I said, there will be a small series of it on my channel, along with the few days that it will probably take, because it's going to be a small build. It's a small PC, because I don't want it to be huge. I don't need 2 huge PCs. But the specs that, you know, are already known about are, it will have a 4770K processor, and the Quadro 6000. Both those are the stuff that I got from NVIDIA. So that should be sweet. I don't need that because I don't need wood anymore. Don't need rotten flesh or stone slab. That can go in there too. Don't need 2 of those. And that's all that's actually really confirmed right now. There's oh, and the capture card too, my AverMedia capture card, the C985, I believe. That'll be going in there as well, because it is going to be the streaming PC and render box. So Oh, that'll go in there. What else? What else? Oh, I might be getting one more thing from NVIDIA for the last bit of work on the PC. But that's not confirmed yet either. Man, there's a lot of stuff that's kind of floating in the air right now. It's a lot of non-moving parts, truth be told, because it's like a lot of waiting around. That's basically what this whole kind of like hobby is when you start getting to the point where you have like sponsorships and all that sort of stuff. Is like you have to wait to see what the companies are either willing to do for you or not willing to do, and then you have to contact other people, and that takes time, and it's a whole thing. But I'm very excited. I think it's going to be a very cool project, and I've mentioned that over and over. But I'm excited. So that's just what it is. And wow, look at that. Oh, okay. I'll dig through this part. Look at that. And here we are again. So I'm going to clean this place out, guys, and set up a small little base here between episodes, since we have the portal. I don't, because you can't see it from underneath, but yeah, the portal's definitely there. And I'm gonna dig out this obsidian. If you guys like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. I do appreciate it. If you're new to the channel and you've liked what you've been hearing, either me blabbing about something or other about NVIDIA and building computers and all that junk, make sure to hit the subscribe button. I do appreciate it. Anyways, I will see you for the next one, where hopefully this guy won't come over here. He's like, no. Definitely not gonna come over there. he's just doing his own thing over there. Anyways, I will see you guys for the next one.